How is everybody doing today? My name's Quintero. Welcome to another NYL stream. It's listed as NYL start of season stream. I will adjust the name of that very soon. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoy this video. Again, like, subscribe so you can keep track with NYL throughout the season. I will find it very much appreciated, and it helps NYL grow along with the player GM community. Hope you guys truly enjoy it, and of course, hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Now, the last time I left you, we just went over stats, we went over standings. I'm not going to go over the stats this time, we're going to go over the standings. We have Finley, Cyclones, X Factors, Moose, Barracudas, Aces, and Wolves. Currently, the West super tight there, but then there's no NYL team as the AC. Why? Because the Cleveland Hazards are really bad. No other way to put it. Moving on to the other side, though, you got the Providence Fire, Palms, Rough Riders, Tigers, Pitbulls, Python, and Yiyos, all rounding it out here. That is the 8 seeds in the Eastern Conference. Now, I want to just make a point real quick. The Cleveland team, they are actually going. We're going to have 3 expansion teams coming for the next season, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, the Cleveland Hazards will not have their player for next season since he's graduating this year, and they'll have a complete rebuild. And we also have 2 new expansion teams. So for the first time, guys, we're going to have 1 team missing out on the playoffs because now it actually matters. Anyway, guys, we're getting into the stream now. How's everybody doing? My name's Quintero, and here we go. We're going to start off with 2 games. We've got the Pilots taking on the Pitbulls and the Pythons taking on the Fire. Because as you guys know, I can only jump into games where it's NYL v NYL. And Finley make easy work of East Bay. Dat Keen drops 28. Bronson Koenig also drops 28. Smooth 22. This team was not that bad, but bro, I know you guys can see Handel saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is my season now. 40 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And unlike usual, he doesn't have his defensive qualities at its max with only 1 steal and 1 block, but he does amazing with Nwing also having a great night scoring as well. Alright, and then the other game we got are the Pythons v the Fire. Now the Pythons are actually a really good team. They got 2 of the best centers in the league, but that's not going to be enough. Take on this Fire team that has been playing amazingly so far. John Strong with an amazing night, Nwing with a great night, and Fisher with a great night as well. Heffley with a strong night. Basically, this team as a whole played very solid. And, well, you can't really say anything at the moment to Khalil Ashcroft and Zach Crack Jr. They both played amazing. But, like, their team isn't there for them. I don't know why I was doing that weird jumping around thing. And also, I need to do something real quick. I'll do it on stream to let you guys know. I've been saying it to most people. Dat King Jr. is supposed to be a 99. I haven't really raised him to a 99 yet. I don't know why. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna put his free throws at 99, but there he is. He's a 99. Oh no, but it's on what's it called? Like, oh, morale. No, that's gay. Sorry, but like for realsies. Okay, now he's actually a 99. I said I was gonna do this, guys. Griffin's a junior. Next year's gonna be his final year, but for now he's still in the league, and I'm glad about that. This next day we're gonna have Cyclones, Wolves, Moose, Rough Riders, Pilots, Tigers, X Factors, Barracudas, and we're gonna start off with the Cyclones game. Return player to the G League. Return player to the G League. Return player to the G. Return to the G League. I should have just removed them all from the rosters. Anyway, guys, are you guys ready to see this? Oh, the Wolves get off to a crazy start. Oh my. Oh. 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 No, this game's over. But, ooh, you guys saw it. I got really scared for a second. I didn't know. The Wolves were going at them, and none of their 3 best players fouled out. But Schmo, I guess he was locking someone up or something, because apparently when he fouled out, he ended up being passed. But I don't know. Faraz third with an amazing 6 steals. Shout out to him. 6 steals on the night. Crazy night. And yeah, Wilkins playing great. Pierce playing great. Moving on to this side, Check Diallo doing what he needs to do. He's trying to go for that #1 spot in the senior class as well, along with 4 blocks, 2 steals. Very solid night as well. Hill with a great night. Griffin Mitchell, you see, y'all will sleep. Look, he's doing what you need him to do. He's playing defense, shooting effectively, and getting some boards. That's what they need him to do at the moment. Aldridge is kind of struggling, but I mean, all in all, he could and should be doing better. Anyway, moving on. Oh my, why 2K? Fix your game, 2K. Honestly. Anyway, Moose ended up taking on the Rough Riders. This supposedly should be a very tight game. Okay, this game is over. There we go. I was so close there at the end, but like, didn't feel like it was necessary to jump in. The Miami Rough Riders make easy work of the Vancouver Moose, take the win. Captain Smooth. Great game by Captain Smooth. Juwan Rodriguez had a solid game along with Fasa Nuobi. Basically, this whole team showed up tonight, did what was needed of them. And of course, Jarvis, the whole snack out here, guys. He's doing great. Laquan James doing amazing. Jose not doing that at the level. Xavier just passing the ball, which is what's needed of him. And that's about it. Why does 2K do that? Can someone tell me why 2K ends up doing that? Can someone explain it to me? Whatever. Tigers take on Finley. And Finley make very easy work of them. Finley's so good that it's not a joke. No, Westbrook, bro. Oh, he fouled out. Oh, okay, I see. Westbrook fouled. Look at his stats. If he played, would have done better. But he fouled out in 16 minutes. That's not good. Mason Jones, 4 fouls, did not show up. Cook, Lillard, and Bubawowski all showed up when necessary. But Handle just told the Wings, take a backseat, man. I'm trying to win top player of the season. All the Wings did foul out. Caden Johnson, stats dropped off this year, but he's shooting way more effectively in his role, and Thrower having one of the better seasons of his career. Why does 2K do this? I'm just... Thanks, 2K. X Factors take on the Barracudas, and Barracudas have been having quite a surprising season. The players that they've had on their team have been playing higher than necessary, but oh my, X Factors just blow them out. Mint Porter having a great game, Ron Swanson Jr. with a great game. Other than that, the team didn't really pass by. Ooh, Ty Johnson with 5 blocks. Gotta put some respect on that. And all over here, Black Panther with 18, Pez with 18, Miles with 7. This team just did all. Look at this. How many double-digit scores did they have? The 2 players that didn't hit double digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double-digit scores. And in a way, that was actually pretty great for them. Oh, finally, 2K decided to fix it. But there's no more games for that day. Moving on to the following day, Aces play Fire. And that's the only game we're going to be jumping in for this day. Fire have been very good this season, in my opinion, very underrated. But they get the win quite easy. Thaddeus Fisher with a solid win. Heffley with a double-double. But other than that, the team just did what was necessary for them to win. Meanwhile, Ronald Smith dropped a great game. Mongdong should have done a bit better, but Jim Swanson also did solid. Manute Oubre is a point guard. And look, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 1 point. This has to be the funniest performance I've seen in my. He got more offensive boards than he had actual points. What an icon! What a great player! And look at he's still averaging a decent amount of points. Anyway, guys, moving on to the following game. No more today. Oh, no, okay, what games do we have here today? Tigers play Yiyos, Rough Riders play Pitbulls, Barracudas play Wolves. Okay. We start off with Yiyos Tigers. Yiyos doing okay, Tigers doing a bit better. I think he might have fouled out Noah Westbrook. Or who knows. Lil Pump! Oh. Lil Pump with a triple-double. Not the most spectacular, but boards-wise, crazy triple-double there. Marquise McDonald with a solid night. And Lil Dicky and AJ Frazier and Andrew Swanson have both been having standout seasons, in my opinion. Like, I did not see them doing that. And Boober Waski is just a point-scoring machine. All he does is score. Westbrook's more of an all-around player, but he fouls out again. I need to fix his tendency. I'm going to do that right now. I'm sorry to Westbrook. He's quite active, but like I need to fix his tendency. And I will be fixing Griffin Mitchell's tendencies, but I won't be fixing them on stream. Because I'm like, oh, you're reading it. Look. I'm just here to look. Why is his foul tendency so high? I'm gonna lower that to 30 so that he can still foul out, but like he'll last part of the game. Okay, there we go. That might help the Tigers in winning a bit more. Or like do better. Rough Riders now play the Pitbulls. This is the South Beach Showdown. There's 3 teams from Miami, repping Florida, and it's the Pitbulls and this. Oh. Okay. I did. Yeah. I did not see that coming, guys. And I apologize a lot for that. Honestly, I do. Koenig with a monster game. Keen with another monster game. Swayze with a great game as well. And Pitbulls came back. Anuobi did what he could. Played amazing. Hill with a double-double. Almost triple-double. But other than that, not what you can do. That's Malcolm Hill III's brother, Max Hill. He's a senior this season. And he looks like he might be slowly but surely making a name for himself. Is this going to be the first game we get to jump in today? Nope. Wolves walk away with it slightly. Barracudas lose. Wilkins with 41. Oh, what a game from Wilkins. And then 2 double-doubles here from Faraz and the GOAT Pierce. And of course, as always, Bert Schmal being ass. Who knew? Andre Swanson is playing out of his mind this season. Honestly, one of the best players in the league right now. Can't argue with him. Mint Porter playing out of his skin as well. Ron Swanson playing well. I don't know who John Jenkins is, but just to be quite honest with you. And then, well, Ty Johnson having a decent year as well. Decent outputs from these guys, but they were no match for the racing guys. That's who these guys all have. Oh, sorry, I'm really tired. I had a long day today. Maybe another stream tomorrow. Can't assure you guys that, but I'm gonna try my best. Meanwhile, today we have a decent amount of games that we could potentially jump into. We have Pilots against Rough Riders, Wolves Yiyos, Aces Pythons. So we're gonna start off here once again with the Rough Riders playing at home against Finley. Finley haven't had a home game yet. It doesn't matter. No, Finley's just doing everything this year. They've been amazing in all these games that we've been jumping into. Fasano will be doing what is necessary for him. Jawan fouled out, and Marcus Hill. Look at his stats. He's having a sleeper season. Everyone's sleep on Marcus Hill right now. You want Justin Anderson III. Hello. He's not really the best player out here. He's not doing amazing. But to be honest, he's been having a decent season himself. Randall Handel does what is necessary, not scoring, but also defensively. And Johnson and Noingas both contribute a lot. Het off the bench did better than Thrower in the scoring department, but Thrower made up for it for rebounds and assists, while also shooting more effective on the field. Although Het 11 for 11 for the lineup. I see you, man. I see you, boy. I see you. From there, ladies and gentlemen, we got another game here. Wolves take on Yiyos. That was weird, that start. It felt weird, but Yiyos dominate 7 in a row. Okay. Lil Dicky with 35, but Lil Pump with 22 and 22. Ooh, D-Rose Lil Pump out here. He started flexing on some guys right now, guys. McDollar, 20 points as well. A.J. Frazier with a triple-double, and Swanson with another solid night from him. He ended up fouling out, but it was still a great night from him nonetheless. From their final game for that day, we have Pythons taking on Aces. And this game's looking back to blowout. The Pythons get beat. Ashcroft had not a good night. Crack went off. Meanwhile, Mondong says, I'm going to go back to my old MVP self and try to play as well as I can. He does just that, almost getting a triple-double plus 6 steals. Ronald Smith is having a crazy year as well. And Ursan Ilyasova has a great night in contrary to other nights that he's had. Hoover is not just scoring 1 point tonight. And Aces fans could consider that a big W. X Factors play Palms. And it's going to be a fun game to watch, considering both teams are really good and stacked with young talent. Okay, so this game is really close. Here's the stats so far. Ooh, Miles doing great. And I've actually decided I'm going to jump in for this game. I know it's going to be like, oh, there's only 17 seconds, but there's a lot that's happened before in NYL with only 17 seconds. So it's been quite a crazy year so far. A lot of competition all around for a lot of different players. And like previously stated, this stream will just be a lot shorter in comparison to other ones. I'm gonna just sit into a certain part of the season, and I'm gonna set up some All-Star game stuff, and tomorrow potentially sit into the end of the season, something like that. Just wanted to let you guys know. Alright, man, I get it. So here we go. Whose ball is it? Is it the Palms ball? I don't know. Gotta check the sliders as always. It's on All-Star. And it is their ball. They're going to have to foul, and they will have to. Jack Smiles, first foul of the game there. Well, not first foul of the game. First foul here since we jumped in. They have to foul Slim Memory. They have to foul someone. They pass it out to Billy Cook, and Billy Cook catches it. Third personal foul for him. As he goes to the line, Billy Cook with the first free throw. He misses. X Factors now with a chance potentially to go ahead with just a simple make. If he makes the second free throw, he does. So a 3 is potentially all the X Factors need right now to win potentially this game. There's Cam Line saying, okay guys, don't worry, we could potentially get this win still. Just gotta make sure. Big Al with a monster game. Great player, Big Al. He's been playing very underrated through the season. He's playing pretty solid. And low-key a sleeper. Now here's Michael Springer on the ball. Let's pass it in. Out to Jack Smiles. Jack Smiles needs to pull a 3. He's wide open. Why didn't he pull it? I guess not. But he does from close. He gets it to tie the game up. Jack Smiles with a wonderful goal. Uh-oh. Someone's kind of special. Nah, I'm just messing, but Jack Smiles says, I'm the best thing to happen to Milwaukee and the X Factors since the main man left. Joe Bullmaymay's now NBA star. Any restrictions for my jersey? Not really restrictions, I'll let you know. I just want them to look kind of pretty and stuff. But go ahead, go wild. Just try not to like make, oh, just make the logo Nike. Just saying that, so that way it can match other logos in the league. Now basically it's next shot wins. They're looking to target Big Al. Slim Remy. They pass it into Slim Remy. Slim Remy with the mid-range. And Springer catches. They call the timeout. Now guys, this is going to be a crazy moment to see who wins the game. It's a catch and shoot or a tip in opportunity. Either ways, if they score, they win. And if not, it's going to OT. Black Panther! Oh, he missed anyway. End of regulation. And we are headed to overtime. No, like make the jerseys like sponsored by Nike. That's what I mean, dude. I don't mean just the logo. I don't know if you guys want to see these 5 minutes, but like, what the heck. After this, I'm just gonna stream all the way to a certain point where we have a little bit left in the season. Cam Lyons currently being guarded by Black Panther the second. Two rookies, two top rookies there matching up with each other. Slim Remy on the ball. Getting guarded by Nick King. Nick King passes out to Lyons. Lyons to Remy. Remy to Al. Al to Remy. Has very little time. He pulls from three. Slim Remy misses, but Big Al gets the and one. For a second, I thought they'll say Michael Springer fouled out, but he didn't. And a big shot by Big Al. Oh, that was high-key a flop, though. He landed and he just pushed back. Solid contributions by Big Al so far this year. He's been having a pretty decent season, by his standards especially. Couple stars in having decent years. And Big Al almost misses that free throw, but he's able to get that 3-point lead for South Beach here. The X Factors are the away team. They need to step it up a little. Jack Smiles out to Nick King Sr. Pass it out to Pez. Pez to Black Panther the second, who passes it into Pez. Bruno Pez on the ball. Out to Nick King Sr. Black Panther the second into Springer. Springer to King. King from three, and he misses. Cam Lyons grabs the board. He's taking it up the court. He crosses one man. Doesn't really get much on it. Now he's still on the ball. He's trying to take some ankles. Can't really pass it down to Slim Remy. And Slim Remy with the step back. He doesn't. He gets it to Big Al. And the tip in. Yeah. Anyway. He gets a tip in. RJ Brown. Solid from him. Sorry about the phone going on in the back. I apologize for that. And they pass it into Bruno Pez. Bruno Pez with a solid make there. Anyway, guys, for the chatter in the background, two solid rounds so far. And it's been a decent game so far here in OT. And yeah, when this is over, like I said, I'm not really gonna focus much on that. This is gonna be an interesting game. Cook, is he gonna put it up? Oops, rim check. That sucks for him. He passes it on Springer. Springer passes it into Black Panther, who gets blocked, but he also gets fouled instead of an actual block. That's down to you guys. Is that a foul or a block? Either way, Big Al's on his fifth foul. Needs to be careful. Panther converts both at the line. 1 point game here in South Beach. Anyway, Slinger in the ball, taking it up, down to Lyons. Lyons to Al. Al takes the three, and he converts. Big Al doing big things for South Beach. Been having a great game so far, Big Al. You can see those 2K generic scrubs in the members game. Those are actually members of the team. A Big Al with a crazy three there. Solid conversion. And it doesn't look like the X Factors are going to be coming back from this, are they? Nick King on the ball. Passes it out to Springer. Springer to Black Panther the second. Panther to Springer. Springer to King Sr. They need to convert a shot soon. There's 6 seconds left. Springer to King. Double pump fake for King. Passes it into Springer. Springer blocked. He gets it back. Shot clock violation. But what a Big Al's been playing out of his mind. Sorry I hit the mic there. Big Al's been playing very well. And Cook out to Remy. Remy hits him with the jab step. Down to Brown. Brown to Cam Lyons. Hits him with a strong crossover. Passes it out to Slim Remy. Remy to Big Al. Is he going to pull it? I don't think Springer can block him. I mean, after all, he is 7'7" against the 6'11" power forward center. They're playing a very small lineup. And, oh, Big Al fouls out. And that could be hard for South Beach. Miles taking advantage here at the line. If he converts the second one, which he does, he makes it a 2-point game. This is so much harder now, especially now that they got some scrub named Jahlil Okafor on the court. Jahlil Okafor needs to do big things for them. And he gets swatted by Michael Springer. And intercepted there by Jax Miles. Miles to King. Is he going to pass it up to Miles? Miles? No, I guess not. Miles decided not to do that cut. To Springer. Springer to King Jr. King Sr. King Sr. ties up the game. He's been shooting efficiently, but he's not been shooting enough. Tie game now. Down to Okafor. Okafor on the ball. He tries doing it. Why is he keeping the ball? He's the worst player on the court. Okay, whatever. Springer on the ball. He has King open. King with the floater. And it doesn't look like it will fall. Remy passes it up to Cook. Cook can just pull it from 3. He does just that. And he misses. Springer gets the rebound. He's taking it back up the court. Passes out to Black Panther. Could have pulled it. Chooses not to. Now to Jax Miles, who decides to ISO in a way. Alley-oh! What a strong slam. Miles knew what he was doing, and as did Bruno Pez. We're going to take another instant replay view of that slam, brought to you by the NYL cam. So ball's up top with the center. You generally don't want that, and you can see Springer generally being up top isn't something that's very common. Miles now on the ball, and you can see here, we're going to outline the middle real quick. You can see Springer cutting, Pez cut. You can see Pez from the corner cutting in. Did not expect that. I thought if the alley went, it was going to Springer. But no, Miles throws up the alley, says whoever wants it, and Bruno Pez puts on a spectacle for these fans. He catches the alley-oop, posterizes freshman JV scrub, some named Jahlil Okafor, and my oh my, that was a crazy play there. Bruno Pez with a great slam. X Factor's now in front with just under a minute left in overtime. Slim Remy on the ball, pass it out to Okafor. Okafor passed the ball. Oh well, I guess not. He converts at the hoop, and it's all tied up. Here, I like how the dancers actually have team uniform colors instead of last year. They had a stack in there. I know I play basketball. I know stuff. And the foul. RJ, another foul out drawn by this man right here. Jax Miles is playing really well at the moment for the X Factors. He makes the shot. And the first free throw gets him a 1-point lead. And he gives him a 2-point lead as well. 2 players have fouled out here, and South Beach is looking in trouble. 2 of their better players have just fouled out, and it's not looking good for them. Not at all. South Beach, Rashawn Holmes, another scrub, passing it in, passes it down to Slim Remy. Slim Remy out to Billy Cook. No, my bad, that's Jimmy Cook. Remy on the ball, driving to Porter. Porter to Cook. Cook steps to the side, passes out to Remy. Remy drives, he shoots, and he scores it. Slim Remy has said, ladies and gentlemen, no need to fear. Slim Remy is here. He pulls it. It seemed quite uncomfortable, but he's able to convert it. Points out to the stands. Maybe his girlfriend is in the crowd. Maybe his brother Fat Remy's in the crowd. Who knows? But the young man has been said to be not the best player in the Palms. He doesn't even have a scoring option. And he's here trying to save their bacon. Jax Miles taking it up now. He's been a man on a mission here to keep this team in. He drives, he steps back, he pulls it, he misses, Pez, and he misses the rebound shot. Lions now taking it up court. If they hold it here, they could potentially win this game quite easily. Looks like they are going to hold it. If they miss, the X Factors can catch the rebound. Oh no, Slim Remy! Slim Remy! He misses it, and they call the timeout. Bruno Pez. There's 6.2 seconds left. That's enough for probably the X Factors to catch, and then take a bit of time off the clock and convert. It's been a tight game here. They're putting on Jalil Okafor. They pass it out to Jax Miles. Miles is open. What is he doing? He hits a fadeaway three. No, I guess not. Springer catches it. Springer puts it up. Springer misses. And it's the end of overtime again. Going to another overtime period. Oh. This game's been very exciting to watch, guys. What happened? Why is my screen black? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. There's only 2 people watching. That Loki sucks. We're gonna hop on Simcast real quick. I'll hop in near the end. It's tie. We're jumping in here. 41 seconds remaining. Here in the second overtime. It's his third, but it's the second overtime period. Jax Miles on the ball. Throws another alley. Bruno Pez. And this man, Jax Miles, looks like they link up nicely. They've been doing nice here. The X Factors have been playing pretty solid. Anyway, guys. Okafor now to pass in. He passes it into Slim Remy. Remy to Lyons. Lyons needs to do something here if he wants to prove he's the better freshman between him and Black Panther II. Cam Lyons on the ball. What can he do? He passes it into Okafor. Okafor posts up and gets blocked by Springer. And Springer, now the intentional foul. Jalil Okafor fouls him. And, well, they weren't called into the bonus for some reason. But now Jax Miles on the ball. They have to foul if they want to get somewhere. Miles is automatic from the line. This is not what they want. Sending Jax Miles to the line. At the moment, it's a 3-point game. And this gives them a safe 2-possession cushion. X Factors now with a 2-possession lead. And it looks like it might be just a comfortable win now for the team based in Milwaukee. It's been a crazy game, honestly. Look at the score. For a high school league game, that's pretty insane for both teams to score that many points. Slim Remy should have caught it, should have shot it, but chose against not it. Now to Cook from the jumper, and he catches it, shoots it, and very solid. Don't want to pass it to Miles. Is King just as automatic from the line, though? I think he is, if I'm not mistaken. And, ooh, that was a very lucky bounce. There's a 3-point game. If he scores, it's another 2-point position, and he's able to convert that second one. No timeouts remaining for South Beach. You need to catch, take up, and shoot. Pass out to him, Lyons. Lyons loses the ball to Cook. Cook from 3. Oh, that's a dagger. His brother named Billy Cook, by the way, but Jimmy Cook has been exceptional. Hits that 3-to-1-point game. They foul, and they could potentially force another OT. They need a foul now. They do just that. Jimmy Cook with his 3rd personal. Jax Miles hits the first. This guy is automatic. You don't want to send him to the line. What about the second one? He misses! They pass it up. They need to get a 3 up from the half court. No! Why didn't he take it up a bit more? But that break free throw does not matter. Jax Miles' led X Factors win here in an exciting double overtime victory. 146 to 144. Jimmy Cook scared X Factors fans everywhere with that 3, and X Factors fans got even more scared due to that brick shot by Jax Miles. But nothing to worry about there. Both teams are able to do a wonderful coverage for this game, and what a way to, in a way, finish off the stream before we end up heading out to check the records and whatnot. We're going to sim past this supposed All-Star game, and I'm going to do our own All-Star game most likely tomorrow, and we're going to sim to the 1st of March because it just feels right. It's take a look at the South Beach progress during this time. They lost to the Rough Riders. They beat 2 scrub teams, 3 scrub teams, and now they get 2 hard matches here against Pitbulls. They do beat the Pitbulls, but they do lose Finley. And they have the Raptors 2 games in a row. 2 easy wins. Those games against supposed NBA teams, those are going to be the games where where most of these NYL teams win by a lot. And the main reason why is because those teams are actually really bad. That way, so other teams in the league can actually do quite well. Anyways, yeah, the stream's actually low-key slow. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am. Yeah, I'm just apologizing for no reason. But yeah, once again, to those who decided to stay true and sit here and watch the stream, thank you so much to you guys for sitting down and taking the time to watch the stream. Very much appreciated, and it really helps the channel out if you watch. Hit the like button on the stream when it becomes a video, and tell your friends, because that way we end up with more people joining the league, and that way this league can grow even more. Ooh, I saw design the score 54 on the low key at the bottom. Anyway, let's take a look at the playoff picture. Now it says these aren't confirmed, but they're basically confirmed. Palms confirmed, Tigers confirmed, Riders and Fire all confirmed. You can see how tight this division is at the moment, with all these guys basically just a couple games within each other. Meanwhile, if you look over here, Finley, X Factor, Cyclones all secured the playoffs already. All really close to each other, but Finley the one that's basically running away with it. The Moose doing great. The Ace is actually supplying quite nicely. Barracuda's doing it. And ooh, Cleveland, even though they're playing absolutely atrociously, we're able to fight back into a playoff spot. But I mean, I would not be surprised if I don't see them in the playoffs. Vegas are not confirmed, but they basically are. And yeah, let's take a look at league leaders. Now in points per game, these are your leaders in all of the categories that are visible. I'm going to be scrolling down here if you want to pause, see your player, look at some of his stats and stuff, and take a picture. Go ahead. That's down to you. And until what point do we have 20 plus point scorers? I'm going to count this as 20. So we have 36 players that are basically averaging 20 plus points in this league. It's very nice in one way or another. Jack Smiles' scoring numbers went down, but I mean, if you see how many people are playing on his team, I don't really blame him. If he wants to chase stats, then I recommend him to leave. But if he wants to stay and win a title, I recommend him to stay. So those are basically the top 60 or so players. I'm going to do a more effective way. I'm going to just go player stats. Here's each stat for each team. I won't be giving analysis. If you want to stop and pause the video to see the stats for your team, go ahead and do it. I'm fine with that. And yeah, once again, guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. Very much helps me out. Makes me feel pretty good about myself. And well, if you're just tuning in, the stream's ending, so it's not that big of a deal if you just leave now again. I could really care less. Some people's stats died down a bit, but you can still look at these stats and say this person deserves an all-star game appearance or not. Things like that. Some players dying down a little, but like always, you guys need to just, in a way, trust these guys. Designer Panda stepped up, but his team still ass. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna scroll through the stat. Ooh, this team is literally that stacked. That these guys are all really good and are barely playing, and their best players are doing decent. Sorry for mumbling on, babbling on, whatever you want to call it. I'm very thankful that you guys hop onto this channel, and I've just been giving my condolences for like the last 2 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for watching. If I ended up missing your team's stats, I apologize, even though I know for a fact I went through every team in the league. If you guys want more content like this, like the video, go follow on Instagram at NYLPlayerGM, as it really helps us out. And hopefully you guys have a very nice day and enjoy. Peace. Peace.